Hey guys, I did a new live. Let's see. You guys don't want to see me though. How do I turn my camera around? There we go. You see it in the headlights? Man, it was way easier going live straight from YouTube, but I wasn't sure if you guys could hear me or not. So I started a new thingy jigger. Hopefully you guys can see this. Okay, so I guess I'll give the whole background story again, since this is a new one. But basically, this morning it was perfectly nice late spring, early summer day, no clouds in the sky, totally bright blue, sun shining, beautiful day, right? Here, you see the smoke and the street lights. Can I full screen those? There we go. That's better. Um, so pretty much, let's do this one. See much. Man, I should have just stayed on YouTube. Okay. So pretty much, it was a bright sunny day, and then all of a sudden, I'm not sure exactly when, because I was outside this morning, and then I went back inside for like the afternoon, and then a couple of people texted me asking how smoky it was in the city, and I was like, What do you mean smoky?" And then I got a alert on my phone from like the Weather Channel or whatever saying that there's uh particles in the see you can see in the headlights all the fog. It's like actually kind of hard to breathe. You can see a lot of people are wearing masks. I brought one just in case. I don't know if I've just gotten used to it, but I feel like the when I first came outside about an hour ago, it was like really bad. Like I could barely stand it. I was like coughing and shit. You see in the I tried to come out earlier, but my phone had died, of course. But if you go back to my last live stream, I literally just ended it like 5 minutes ago because I've never streamed live from YouTube. So I went to like StreamYard, which I kind of regret now. But if you go back to that video, it was still pretty much laid out and you can see the fog a lot better, I think. So, anyways, it was a bright, completely normal, sunny day. And then all of a sudden, I'm getting these texts. I get this alert, like code red, uh, particles in the air, like very poor air quality, yada yada. And they're saying that the like whole East Coast is covered in smoke due to wildfires in Canada, which I don't know. I'm not like necessarily educated on like wildfires and shit, but it just sounds very suspicious to me. Um, I just like that just doesn't really make sense, especially like all of a sudden. Like it wasn't like any warning, like, oh, like in the weather channel yesterday and the weather news yesterday, they were like, yeah, Nova Scotia's been having all these fires, so there might be some dense smoke in the air tomorrow. Like, no, all of a sudden, just within a couple of hours, all this like mysterious smoke started appearing. So I don't know, it's just very weird. Um, so then like you go outside and it's like literally it just looks like a really foggy morning or whatever, foggy night. But it tastes bad. It's all in my throat. It's like in your not really in your eyes, but I can taste it. Like it's in like the back of my throat. Earlier I felt like it was like worse. I don't know if I've just like gotten used to it or whatever. But I was like coughing. I could barely stand it. So I brought a mask with me. You can see a bunch more people are wearing masks, like more than the normal COVID people, whatever. So I just wanted to go live to show anybody who is like not on the East Coast and to possibly film um, the potential beginning stages of the apocalypse. Unless maybe, hold on, maybe this isn't the beginning. Maybe, maybe we're in the eye of the storm right now. Who knows? I don't know, but so I don't know if everybody feels this way. Maybe like somebody can uh let me know if anybody else has felt this way or if this is just like me um being like really weird. So I've always felt like my whole life, and sorry, like my hair is a mess. I just threw on like a t-shirt. So sorry if I look a mess. I just wanted to like get outside as quickly as I could to get the fog before it got too dark out. Let's go this way. So yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but I felt like specifically felt like I was going to experience the apocalypse like at some point during my lifetime. Um, like is that normal? Has anybody else felt like that? Is that just like a like kind of like a not like overwhelmingly, but I feel like I've gotten like a I don't know, like I would just have this weird like feeling like, oh my God, I'm gonna experience the apocalypse like during my lifetime. Or is that something that like everyone kind of questions, like, oh, it's gonna be me. Like the world's gonna be down while I'm alive. Overwhelming. I just kind of think possible. And then so I'd be like really crazy, like of streams too. So you know how to say if you can't experience death in your dreams? Well, I've like, literally died in my dreams. I turn this camera. Yeah, my dream. So what happened was like, so the one dream, it's happened a couple times. The most vivid one that I can recall the most was at my friend's apartment. And it's kind of weird. It's like a friend that I rarely see. Like it's kind of like an every now and then friend. Like we catch up maybe a couple times a year, just go out for coffee or like go to the woods or something, or like go for a hike. We catch up a couple times a year, like if that. So I was at his house with my friend who I really used to be best friends like our whole lives. At the time, I was still friends with her at the time of having this dream. So, anyways, I still have to turn my camera on. You guys can see the smoke. I need to record the history. Okay, so anyways, yes, it's kind of hard to see. See like down there, kind of like the brighter streets. My camera's here, just like confusing. Yeah, you can see like the fog, like. Okay, so you can see the headlight. Yes, yeah. It's like tiny. It's close to like a campfire or something. But just I'm just not. There's Canada. Like it's bright. You couldn't even see the signs. So I'm just like I can pass it in. On first, my mom. Um, so, anyways, so yes, I just don't know if I'm buying it. Anyways, that's my crazy dream. So right, I was with my friend. It's like my best friend. It's like friend that meet my friend both knew. That we were at and there's like like tight here with um shifting or tilting and everything started sliding from one side of the room to the other. Think about like that. Um, but it started slow at first, like slowly kind of like sliding, like just this like the things. Then see the ground is opened up and the other apartment into this massive like huge hole. Like earth the earth's ground just like fell through like a ground all things are falling into it, right? So, let's try this. Well, see if you can see that. Actually, no, it's gonna be this way. I don't think that's my house. So, yeah, so I look out the window, the ground is falling in, falling into the earth. Into the earth. So, you can see that leads to me, my friends, and everything in the room, all the furniture, everything sliding. We're sliding all the way to one side of the room. It really does. And then it tilted back the other way. So now we're sliding across furniture. Slides that way. And then the last it's tilted one more time the other way. It looks so much like a T. But right, the smell. It's mysterious. So, so yeah, you it starts going back and forth like the run or whatever. Like it swings the spoon, it swings back, it swings forward again, and like every time swings get like larger and you go higher. But I was like all the way like this way, back, um, side and class, I'm near the wall, the other side of the room wall, and I look like and I see this huge falling towards me, like a mirror, like a big like dresser with like a huge mirror, a very heavy piece of furniture, and it's like fly, like it's like about to like hit me, like it's like falling towards me, and that's what it does exactly. It lands on me, like hits me, and I was like he's so lands here, and he's like facing me, so we're like looking at each other. It's like he's terrified, like so as the thing hits me, we're making eye contact. It's like the moment I died. So in that moment, what I was looking at, like froze. Just froze for like a second or two, and then it slowly started like melting. So like it was almost like the image started like blurring or like slurring. something came across and just started, my vision very slowly, and then it's like starts kind of like fading out, and I hear like my heart go like, and it's like, I know this is so intense, right? Um, that's fading out too, and it like goes to black, and then I woke. But like I luckily like the last image that I saw it was like my friend's face looking horrified, and like his face like was like smeared. It got like smudged, so it was like I don't know how to describe it, but I hope you get what I say. Like all the colors and everything just got like smudged. It's, it's not really. It's like look. It's like really good. Easy. I just feel like and vision like this. You know, and it was black topic. So, and there's one or two other and it's like, but to be honest, I won't hurt that is and extensive, like at the moment, like I died, like the whole experience and stuff, like I didn't like get all of that, but I knew like I could just out. And it's also happening. Um, the just straight ups. I have been one like I've always had very vivid, detailed dreams, but I never had nightmares. Like I've had nightmares, but I rarely have nightmares. When I did have nightmares growing up, they were always this sounds so silly. They were always dinosaurs chasing me and trying to eat me because I loved Jurassic Park when I was a kid. So like I would have dreams where like there's like a T-Rex coming down the street and I'm trying to like hide so he can't find me. Or the worst is like the Velociraptor. So if you know Jurassic Park, obviously there's the famous Jurassic Park or the Velociraptor kitchen scene. So I had this dream where I was in like this dark room of just endless filing cabinets, like rows of like really tall filing cabinets. Like think of like a library, like with the tall shelves. So it was like rows like a library, but they were steel filing cabinets, just row after row after row in this like just warehouse kind of type building. And where's my camera? So I would be in like in that, and I'd be getting chased by two or three like velociraptors in this like dark, huge like warehouse building with just endless rows of super tall like steel filing cabinets. And it's definitely based off of the Jurassic Park like kitchen scene when they're like going around the corner. I went to the street. Don't worry, guys. I know where I am. We're just not paying attention. I was literally here earlier today. So, anyways, I think it's like filing cabinets because you know at the end when she's trying to like pull down the drawer and the Velociraptor's like running at her and he thinks he's gonna like get her because the door thing is jammed. but it's actually a reflection of her. So I think that's why I go to filing cabinets, because it's like the same kind of like shutting motion of like her pulling the thing down, and then like a filing cabinet like opening and shutting. Like it's the same sound, like the steel or the metal or whatever. Pretty sure that's why. But yeah, so anytime growing up, I always had really good dreams, to the point where it was like I would hate waking up, because I basically like was like watching this like really intricate, super detailed, like full storyline of a movie. And if I woke up in the middle of it, I was like, I didn't get to see how the movie ended, basically. I swear I could become like a really famous director if I made movies based off of the dreams I had. So I used to like write them down and stuff and interpret them. They say if you, the first thing when you wake up, you have a dream that you remember, if like immediately, like you keep a notebook next to your bed. So when you first wake up and you have the dream in your mind, you immediately go to your notebook and start writing it down. It'll help you remember that dream, of course, but also help you remember future dreams too. So, um, um, was I talking about dreams again? So this happened during the pandemic. It's when I started like apocalypse dreams, which I used to never have. Whoa. I used to never have falling dreams. I always heard other people talk about their dreams where they're just like free falling from the sky and shit. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I never have them. But after the pandemic, I started having a lot of free falling dreams. And sometimes they were like almost kind of fun, but they were also like really horrifying. It was kind of like a roller coaster, like the feeling you get where you're like horrifying. And then sometimes I would like shoot the gas, go fall, or like die. I just explained. So you can die in your dreams. You can also lucid dream. So yeah, like that's not my screen. That's not like the air isn't even humid. It's not moist. Like that is fucking in there. It's crazy. Motorcycle. Power out. It's like good on pictures. Alright, so CBS. Two bucks away from CBS. So, so yeah, because I used to never have nightmares when I was a kid. If I did, they were about dinosaurs. Used to be. And then the having sort of nightmares. And then they were scary. I'm super kidding. I've heard other people it's like the ice cream soccer. So it's obviously um I would be running like towards the ball in a soccer game. I was like stuck in the fucking mud. And trying to like move, like run, slow motion, my hardest run, like slow motion. Other type of not necessarily a nightmare, but like an unpleasant. I still get those to this day too. So doing dream interpretation was really interesting. And some of it's like self-explanatory, but there's also things like we consciously associate with something else, like an ad feeling we're going through in our waking life, some kind of fear or excitement or just whatever's going on in your like waking life. Dream that we correlate to those things, and that imagery will show up in our dream, and it represents, those times or feelings or thoughts or whatever. So it's really interesting, actually. Like the easiest example is like color red. You red with like soft, green with like go. It's like you're feeling like headed back or something. It's like it can be obviously there are interpretations and nuances to it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go in and whatever, and only like 2 blocks from home. So we have soon. Let me see if I can get one last shot of this smoke. I've never like done a spontaneous live stream like just from my phone, so this is kind of fun. Maybe I'll try to do it more often. See the smoke still in the morning. I'll try to get it too. But let's see. Okay, Anthony said supposed to be fires that are causing the smoke. Who knows though? Really? Yeah. Yeah. That's. I've like but trusting always like hidden motives. And it just doesn't really make sense in my mind. But then again, I'm not like a fucking expert expert in wildfires and how smoke works and where it goes and stuff. And,